Today's program was furnished by a grant from the Beanery Depot and Deli, featuring coffee, made-to-order subs, and snacks. The Beanery Depot and Deli in Mahoningtown. Today's program furnished by funding from Bill's Bake Shop, where smiles are everywhere. Good morning, Newcastle. Yep, and welcome. We're at Tuesday, the 22nd, and a little REO Speedwagon, little blast from the past there, as we bring you the morning show. Good morning. Hopefully you have that first cup of coffee. Second, if you already watched NCTV45’s News Watch. And we're going to get right to the mailbag after we give you a quick glimpse at that Crane Room 45 weather. Well, I can tell you what, when I went outside this morning, it was a little chilly. Walking into the studio, car said 29. Out at the airport, it's saying 28 degrees, and we're going to give you that Crane Room 45 weather, let you know what your day's looking like. And let's go to the mailbag, first of all, and check out some of the things that have come in. Some people, they've been talking about this, the NCT All-Stars, and I have to check this out. I'm not really sure what the NCT All-Stars are, but they've had several communications with me, and if you know, please send it in. Quite a few people talking about it as we continue through this mailbag. And you know, a lot of times you get some things that are either inappropriate or just not there, so we skip through those real quick, and that's what I'm doing now. Hopefully, I want to thank everybody for the kind comments that we've gotten over the past days, and I'm hanging on to that. I wanted to talk a little bit about some things going on. Where did it go? With our viewership and some of the nice things that have been said, and some of the people that out there that have not said some nice things. Amy Rispoli has said some nice things, and she likes NCTV45 and thanks us. Joseph R. Fusco, who continues to send us in mail. Peggy Cousins, always a good person. Rocco Million. And if you want me to like a page on Facebook, I will, but I would prefer knowing a little bit more about the organization before I just jump out there and say something about it. So I want to be clear on that, because we do sell advertising, and you know, it's interesting to note, okay, that over the past weeks, and I'm not going to bring any names into this, some people who have been very jealous have tried to do things to NCTV45 and our advertisers, and say things, and you know, just very, very negative. So we're on that, and just want to let you know that I will continue to investigate the situation, and when it draws to a conclusion, I'll definitely give you the answers on that. Now, the YMCA has something coming up. It's a community breakfast, and Tom Robinson Memorial Prayer Breakfast has been moved, and I believe it's Thursday, May 5th. So we have a little bit of time, and I'll keep reminding you about that. Join us for a National Day of Prayer, and it's Thursday, May 5th at 8 a.m. We will host a complimentary breakfast. Guest speakers will lead in prayer, and that's a great thing. We'll definitely talk about this. Thanks from some people on Twitter that have been following us, and we thank them. Courtney Miller, I look forward to seeing you at the coffee on Thursday, and other group leaders. New Visions is getting together and having a meeting Monday, April 11th from 6 to 8 at the Confluence. Stop by, meet some friends, say hello to some new ones, and have a cup of coffee. Speaking of which, we'll be right back after these messages. Special thanks to Butts, Flowers, Gifts, and More in downtown Newcastle for their support and funding of this program. Butts Flowers, downtown Newcastle. Programming provided through funding from Daimio and Olson Law Group, with offices in Elwood City and in Newcastle in the Washington Center. Daimio and Olson Law Group. Welcome back, and as we continue through the mailbag, James Roselli, I will definitely give a shout out so that you can give a call. As we continue on down through, there is going to be Thursday, U.S. for Now, and that's at the Confluence. That's it with their open mic night. So they always have entertainment over there. Breaks up the week, so if you're downtown, stop by. Maybe you're just went to a church service, or you're coming back, have a cup of coffee and take a look. Another great person from Youngstown wants us to like a page, and I'm going to tell you, community television in Newcastle, people work pretty diligently to keep community television on the air, despite, we have our people that are retractors or criticizers, but they don't criticize on a fair basis. What they tend to do is try to go behind people's back and say things that really aren't true, and kind of cloud it. I get the message, okay, and I have found out who's talking about what, because it always gets back. And if you're an advertiser, our rates are very reasonable. If you want me to like your thing on Facebook, if you want me to do any of that, why don't you contact me? I'll be glad to give you our most expensive rate and our lowest rate, which are lower than anybody else's. Okay, and let's work together to make the community a better place. Let's not be jealous of one another, because that was the second one that came in, and I felt I had to say something about it. Bill Hake, thanks for subscribing to us right there. Carrie Oki, and I think I told you about this. She moved to Butler. You know, I was asked a great question last night. Here was the question. Matter of fact, right after this message, I'll let you know. This program furnished by a grant from Ferrone Brothers. 2 locations, Newcastle on Mill Street and Wilmington Road in Newcastle. This program furnished by a grant from Keystone Specialty, Newcastle's Party Store on Mill Street in Newcastle. A special thanks to Paul D. Weller Hardware in Mahoningtown for providing funding for this program. Today's programming furnished by a grant from Chalala and Carney Florist on Mill Street in Newcastle. Welcome back, and here was the great message or question that I was asked. How many people are watching in Newcastle? That's an easy question to answer. Very easy. Okay. We are watched by I'm not going to give you a figure because it changes, but here's the question that I said. I said a number, you know, and I told them what our viewers were, and then I explained. This lady was from Newcastle. She moved to Butler. She's still watching. She's probably still part of the Newcastle audience because she comes back here and she enjoys it. NCTV45. So if somebody's living across from Wilmington area school districts, buildings, they're actually in Mercer County. Are we not going to count them because they shop in Wilmington? Same thing happens down in Elwood. If you live up on Hillside Avenue, you're in Beaver County. We're not going to count them. Right. Okay. So we have a ton of viewers, and you know, I learned a long time ago. Google us, Newcastle Media, Pennsylvania, and when you Google Media Newcastle, Pennsylvania, and we come up at the top, there's your answer. If Google thinks that, of us to put us at the top, then we must be doing some pretty okay work. Okay, you know, I'm not going to try to give you something that you're going to try and turn on me. If you don't like me, just go away. You know, you get that from a lot of people. Stacy Dunn Campbell, thanks for joining the NCTV45 family. We talked about Paul Nacera. He's looking to hire drivers at Pizza Man's Pizza. So I gave him a second shout. And yeah, one of my friends at the Y said, you do nice things for people. You know what? You know, he's not an advertiser with us, but I just wanted to give a shout out today and say, hey, you know, he needs some help down there. Let's see what we could do. Russ Carley reminds us to that he has the Holy Week Mass schedule, and we read that yesterday. And, I guess I'll read it today, just so that, get a good feel for it. It takes a second to come up. So right after these messages, I'll be right back. Welcome back, and as it's 15 minutes after the hour. Easter Vigil Masses, 8:30 at St. Camillus and St. James the Apostle. 9 o'clock at Mary Mother of Hope and St. Vitus. Easter Sunday, 7 o'clock at St. Vitus, 8 o'clock at St. Camillus and St. Mary Mother of Hope. 8:45 at St. James the Apostle, 9 o'clock at St. Vitus, 9:30 at St. Joseph the Worker. 10 o'clock at St. Vincent de Paul, 10:45 at, Christ the King at St. Anthony's. 11 o'clock at St. Camillus and 11:30 at Mary Mother of Hope. So that's your Mass schedule for Easter, and we'll try and put a post on our Facebook page or share his. Joe Lalongo, happy birthday. Make sure you get that second piece of birthday cake and have a great day. And Mary Jane Dominic, thanks for following us, Mary. Appreciate it. Mailbag seemed kind of deep this morning with quite a few things out there. Now, here's a guy that I'm going to read, and he's a great guy. Abdu, he got grape leaves, sad, and they're going to have belly dancing at Alham's April 9th at 6 p.m. Now, Abdu's a great guy, and I went out and I talked to him. And see, I just want you to understand, like the guy said at the Y. And I don't want to get and make him be the center focal point of attention. He's a great guy. And Russ Carley says thanks and enjoys NCTV45. And when we get back, we have quite a bit more to get to, so we're going to do that right after these messages. Today's programming was provided through funding from DiCaprio Cleaners. DiCaprio Cleaners in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Today's programming was provided from funding
For all the numbers in life, talk to State Farm agent Michael Joseph in Newcastle. State Farm is there.
Welcome back, and now it's time for, yes, that Cedar Sports Corner. And last night in the NBA, Indiana topped Philadelphia. See, I told you I was going to give you these scores. Charlotte, also a winner, 91-88 over San Antonio. And Cleveland, 124, Denver 91. And it was those Boston Celtics, 107 to 96. Detroit won 92-91 over Milwaukee. Atlanta dropped one to Washington, 117 to 102. Sacramento beat the Bulls. Check that. The Bulls beat Sacramento. Golden State over Minnesota, and Memphis Grizzlies topped Phoenix. Pens didn't play in the NHL, but the Rangers won, and Philadelphia and Toronto and Nashville all posted wins. And women's college basketball, Notre Dame 87, Indiana 70. So the Irish girls move on. Maryland lost to Washington. Kentucky beat Oklahoma. Florida State beat Texas A&M. UConn, they're pretty powerful. They dropped one. The Duchesses lost 97-51. Texas beat Missouri. UCLA beat USF, South Florida. Stanford beat San Diego State. Now that was the Cedar Sports Corner, but Crane Room 45 weather is coming right up after this. Today's programming provided by Geno's Grocery, Deli, Lottery. Convenient and on your way. Geno's in Mahoningtown. This program made possible by a grant from Melva's Deja Vu, where everything old is new again. Funding for this program provided by Washington Center Physical Therapy, Norm A. Gabriel, MSPT, ATC owner. Funding for this program provided by the Commonwealth. Welcome back, and yes, now it's time for that Crane Room 45 weather. Currently 28 at the airport, and what's your week and days ahead look like? Well, today sunny with a high of 56, and tonight's overnight low 45, which bodes pretty well for today. It'll be a little warmer tomorrow under mostly cloudy skies at 59. Now, Wednesday night, there's a slight chance of showers. It's 20%. However, the overnight low 50. So we're going to hit a couple days where it warms up here. And then Thursday, here come the showers. 80% chance with a high of 61. Thursday night, 90% chance of showers with a low around 35. Now, be careful. If that temperature dips a little bit lower on Thursday, you could have some icy spots. Friday, rain and snow showers before noon, and a high of 43 under mostly cloudy skies. Partly cloudy Friday night with a low of 29. Sunday, Saturday, sunny with a high of 56. Partly cloudy Saturday night, a low of 38. And Sunday, your Easter Sunday, partly sunny with a high of 60. Sunday night, there's a 50% chance of showers with a low of 38. And your Easter Monday, mostly cloudy, high of 50 with a 50% chance of showers. So right now, looks like you're going to have a nice Easter day for getting out to those services. Today, Not going to be too bad, partly sunny with a high of 56. Now that was Crane Room 45 weather. And when we return, we'll have a little wrap up. Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station. Welcome back. And little 38 special as we close out the day and the morning show. Hopefully you enjoy the programming that we're able to bring you here on NCTV 45. Special hello to Beth Caldwell, who friended us on Facebook. And she spoke at the Lawrence County Women's Conference out there in Westminster. And we had a Focus NC. Hopefully, Beth, you're getting that second cup of coffee, and have a great day. And by all means, if you get a chance, give me a holler. I'd love to speak with you. And everybody else, tell a friend about NCTV 45. And have a great day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody. We'll catch you again tomorrow.